Hi team, thanks for coming to our end of internship performance review meeting. We had 3 wonderful interns this year, and we do have capacity to offer full-time offers to all 3 interns. So I'd love to hear your feedback so we can make some decisions at the end of the day.
Well, I'm very glad we can offer all 3 because I thought they were great. I mean, Mike, Mackenzie, and Adarsh, I got a chance to speak with all 3 of them and interact with them over the summer, and wow, I'd love to bring them on. They were great.
Oh, that's good.
Well, interesting you should say that because I thought Sue really outshined the others. So Mac, she was fantastic on both of her projects. I mean, her presentation was stellar. She was able to answer all the questions, and you know, she even attended most of our social events. So we had 5 events that the interns were invited to. She was at 3 of them, which I think is acceptable. And the last thing about her is that she led our community service project for the interns, and she did a great job with that too. So I really liked her.
I don't even know who she is.
You
10 weeks here?
You had no interaction with her?
I don't know who she is. No idea.
Wow,
That's interesting.
never
No
spoke
idea.
to
She
you.
never spoke to me. She never introduced herself. I have no idea who she is.
Interesting.
That's too bad.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm surprised.
Now
At
Mike,
least-
on the other hand, Mike was awesome. Mike, workhorse, 24/7, always on email. You send him an email, he responds immediately. Great guy, funny, personable.
Can I just say something about Mike? I know I'm just an admin on the team, but he really treated me as this kind of individual. He knew that I was just a secretary on the team, and he was asking me to take care of some tasks that no other intern was asking me to take care of.
Like
So
what?
he was asking me to do his expense reports and to help him with some things that he should be running with himself. So I felt that I also felt that he was being a little bit pushy with some other interns, and he was directing and managing them, but sort of in a little bit in a condescending way. I'm not a fan, to be honest.
And I had a chance to read his file, and I know he's sending emails all the time, but I mean, after hours is just, in my opinion, not acceptable from an HR perspective, right? Our interns are not to be doing overtime, and if he's sending emails, he's violating our policy and working after hours. I mean, they're hourly employees.
Well, and it's not even our culture. I mean,
Yeah.
so, you know, some people are kind of think they're really shining when they send out an email at midnight, when really I think you're just not efficient.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I really don't like that he treated you badly.
He did.
Because I think
I
that's
hate to
a
say
great
it.
indicator.
I hear what you're saying about him being competent, but the way he treated me and also his colleagues, I observed that dynamic, and there was something a little weird about that.
I think you should treat everybody the same.
Definitely.
Everybody's a decision maker with regard to the interns. Yeah, I don't like that. I think that would make me less supportive of his candidacy.
And it's interesting that to you, he appeared as more competent, whereas from my perspective, he wasn't more competent than the other 2. I mean, they all accomplished some things, but he didn't stand out as getting more done, even though he was working
No, he
extra
probably
hours.
just stuck up to her since she's the vice president.
That's
yeah.
very true. It sounds like he's the way, you know, he sucks up to the vice president and plays down to the staff.
Yeah.
Not the type of people we want in this environment.
Now, what about Adarsh? I thought Adarsh was really great too.
He was awesome.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I think he outshined everyone. I mean, his work we're going to be using for the foreseeable future. He impacted the go-to-market strategy on one of the products that he was working on. I just thought it was phenomenal. He was at all the social events. You know, I think it's really interesting is that he joined our softball team even, and I mean, I don't know if they play a lot of softball in India, but he just jumped right in and joined the softball team. He met a lot of people cross-functionally that way, so I did receive some emails from other managers who were supportive of him.
Yeah,
saying
I
they
got
really
some
enjoyed
emails
him.
too. Yeah, definitely. He definitely made an impact across various divisions.
Oh, that's
And,
excellent.
you know, he seemed to be very efficient in getting his work done. He wasn't here late, but that's, I think, to me, an indicator of that he's able to manage the tasks appropriately.
So it sounds like Adarsh is a slam dunk. We're all in agreement that he
Yeah,
should be given one of the offers. I guess the other 2 might not be contenders. However, I will say our last incoming class were all male. So from a diversity perspective, we really could use some more women on our team. So, you know, is there any way that we could revisit Mackenzie, or, I mean...
You know, she was here for 10 weeks and I never met her.
Yeah.
You know, I think back to some of the other candidates we interviewed, you know, on campus in December and January, who went other places, and they were much stronger, I thought, than clearly she is if I don't know her. I would like to revisit some of those students. I've been in touch with several of them over the course of the summer. Some weren't happy at their, you know, other places where they interned. I think we should call them in and, you know, or call them up and bring them in and interview them before they go back to school.
I'm okay with that.
There'll be some good candidates there,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
What about maybe
Right.
Also looking at the conferences?
Yeah.
We-
That's a really good idea.
Absolutely. We
Yeah.
definitely need to get to Nashimba and Black MBA, and there's some good candidates there, then we'll be able to step up.
All right. All right, so we'll move forward with our offer to our Darsh, and we'll do our strategy for on-campus recruitment and contacting previous candidates. Thank you,
Great.
team.
Thanks,
All right.
thanks, everybody.
Good.
Thanks.
Okay.